Hello, hello, hello. Um, I wanted to come on uh, because this is September the 30th and it's the last day, as we know, of the month. And this month is known as Alopecia Month. Alopecia Month. So I have never actually told this story here, but my topic is I'm bold enough to tell my story, right? So I just want to share, and I really hope that this um, is good for somebody. I hope somebody is totally blessed by what I'm going to share. And feel free to share it with someone who may need to hear what I'm going to say, right? So I want to say around my late 20s, I realized that well, as you can tell, let me just start off here. As you can tell, I'm bald, right? And so I did that because I wanted to do it. But I never actually gave the background of where it came from or what prompted me, to do it. So around my late 20s, I did the natural thing and I was excited about the natural thing, and I saw how it was like really helping, my hair was getting stronger and everything. And so one day it was just like really looking good, and I said, wow, you know what, let me just try to, straighten it out and see what it looks like. Well, for some reason, like right after I tried to straighten it out, I noticed that I started losing hair. And I had always been a little thin, like in the front area anyway. But I was like, what happened? So it prompted me, of course, like many of us, it prompted me to, go ahead and start doing the weaves and start doing the wigs. And so for years and years and years, that's what I did. That's what I knew to do. And so I did that. And you pretty much, what I didn't realize and what I don't think many people realize is you get so used to doing it until you feel like there's no way out. There's no way out from it. So because of the hair loss, I was like, okay, well, I guess the rest of my life it'll be weaves and wigs, right? And so literally I want to say maybe 20 years of that, I probably, um, until one day I was like, you know what, I'm tired. Like, I want to be able to go and jump in a pool, even though I can't swim. I want to be able, if to just whatever, just be free, right? But I wasn't thinking, okay, go bald with it. I just wasn't thinking go bald with it. Go bald. But somebody said, hey, why don't you give it a try? And I was like, So literally a year before I actually went bald, I was in Tennessee, and my niece Toya, I was at her house, and I was like, you know what, I want to do this. And I believe she actually like cut me down. And so she like encouraged me and everything. And I was like, but guess what? I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready. I still was not ready. So even after I cut my hair off, I was still throwing on that good old wig, right? And I'm sharing this because I want to help somebody. I want to free somebody, because so often this is what we deal with. And so often, so many women, go through this. So that's why my topic is I'm bold enough to tell my story today, during this month of alopecia month. So I had been diagnosed probably in my 30s. Like they said, yeah, you have alopecia, and there are different forms, there are different patterns of it. And hey everyone, there's it affects people in different ways. Some people will lose their hair this here. Some people, men have it, but with women, it can be a little bit touchy. It can be a touchy situation. It could be, something that really, hits you. And so, like I said, so I was, in Tennessee. My niece, she encouraged me. She was like, well, give it a try, so, but I still wasn't ready. So I still would throw the wig on top, of my hair being cut and everything. So it wasn't until I moved back to New York. And my friend Danny, she went Fiskite, she went, and I said, Danny, I want you to cut my hair off. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try to do it, and so she said, okay. So she cut it. I didn't cut it all the way off. It was like a little something there, right? And so I was like, all right, but I still wasn't ready. I was not totally ready, but I did. I went and I cut it. And she was like, oh my gosh, that's you. It looks great. But you still, because what are we told? We're told that our hair is this and our hair is that. And even growing up in church, your hair is your glory, and you hear all this stuff, but nobody ever says, but some people have issues, and that might not be the case for them. Right. So there are certain things that just pop up in your mind. So I went on and I went to work. And people were like, oh my gosh, that looks great. And I was like, oh my gosh, does it? But I felt comfortable. I was encouraged. My little sister Shawana, she encouraged me. My friend Yvette, encouraged me. They was like, do it. You can do it. And so I went to work, and it was, people were loving it. But let me tell you what I felt. And this is so real. There was something, and I'm getting emotional about this. There was something so freeing about just being able to be me, all with nothing added. It was something so freeing, so liberating. I had heard people say it, but it wasn't until I did it that I felt it. Oh my gosh, I feel emotional right now, like tears about to come down. Like there is this strength that comes over you when you can just walk out and what? I mean, there is like this level of confidence that God gives you, because that's where I believe confidence comes from, because he's saying, this is you, this is who I created, this is who I made, and you need to love every bit of you and every piece of you, because I did it. This is God saying that to us. This is who you are. And when I tell you, it was such freedom, this liberation that just came over me. And it's like you take on this, guess what? This is me. You're either going to love me or not. And if you don't, guess what? I am so okay with that. You understand me? So okay with it. And I'm just like grateful. Like you're not bound to anything. You're not bound to, oh my gosh, I got to have this hair. Guess what? If I want to go put some hair on, I'll put it on. But I'm not even going to lie. I don't even feel the need to throw some hair on my head. You understand me? I mean, I don't even feel the need, and I'm grateful because I was dating someone, and he just was like, oh my gosh, this is you. You are fabulous. You are beautiful. Do it. Just cut it all off. Because at first I didn't do all of it. I wasn't totally bald. Like right now, yeah, totally bald. But he was like, cut it off. Do it. Oh, you got this. And to be able to have that support even with it is great. But if you have none, guess what? Be you. Be you, boo-boo. Be you for real. Because you have to guess what? You can have hair down your toes, but if you don't love you got to figure that right there out. You could have curls, you could have locks, but if you don't love you from within, deep down, you have nothing. And so this right here is about loving ourselves and being free and whatever that is for you. But when I tell you there is no more freedom than this, and I'm even at a place, and I've been at a place where I don't have to put a thing on. I don't have to do the lashes. I don't have to do the brows. I don't have to do an outlet. I put a little bit of lip gloss on. Half the time I don't even do that. But when you love who you are, it does not matter. You can go out still with confidence and guess what? Knock them out the box. So I'm just saying, I'm so grateful. I want to share, I want to encourage those of you who may have alopecia. Guess what? Don't be ashamed about it. I'm not telling everybody to go bald, but I'm just saying for me, it was a release. You know what I mean? And I'm grateful for it. I found this little group. It's so funny on Facebook. It's called the Bald Boss Movement. And when I tell you, there's some fabulous ladies. What? I'm talking about some fab. You feel like you are part of like this new world. But hey, we got to do this and we got to do it. We got to live it. And I am so grateful. So be encouraged to each and every one of you who may be dealing with alopecia. Again, this is alopecia month. This is the last day of the month. And I wanted to go in and I wanted to share my story. I wanted to be bold enough to tell my story. And so I hope it helps somebody when I tell you to live life and live it. Okay, no matter what, you live life. Why? Because God has given you this life and you live it with everything that He has placed within you. So I hope this helped. Please feel free to share with someone you think this could be a blessing to, or someone you think could be helped by this. Because guess what? We are who God made us, and that is someone absolutely fabulous. We are wonderfully and fearfully made. You all be blessed and have a great day.